Okay, so we left off about the dot part, or that I can only do a 7.5 minute video. I'll keep that in mind. These should be short anyways, but yeah, 15 minutes minimum they want to see on your logs. Honestly, it takes about half an hour to do it if you're doing it proper. Crap, where was I? But so yeah, there was that trip. There was no way to make it in the time frame they gave me, so I picked it up. Immediately sent them my loaded call in. I've got it. I'm ready to roll. I actually because there's a whole 10-2 split for your sleeper berth where you don't have to take the full 10 at once. I'll get into that in another video because I just finally, after a year, figured out how it really works. But so I told them, yeah, I'm gonna have to do a minimum of an 8-hour break to stretch out my clock, and I'm gonna need. Basically, I was supposed to be there at 8. I told them I'm not going to be there till 10. Realistically, I knew I was going to be there around 9. I actually ended up there at 7:30. No, I actually ended up there at 8:30. But so I may have my first service failure on there. It shouldn't be. I mean, the pre-plan they sent me showed me unloading late. But then, yeah. So that was the first lap. Dropped that off, and a while back I mentioned the whole sending in the macro to auto dispatch myself. Once I got to where I was dropping off and was getting unloaded, I sent it again. There were no loads at that point. I got unloaded, drove over to a truck stop to finish out the 2 hours on my 8-10 split before I could get rolling again. About an hour into that, my DM sent me a message saying, "Hey, send in a macro 30," and so I did. There were no loads then. And so she said, "Damn, I'll keep working with the planner. See, we send that in. If there's no loads, it says you can send it in again in an hour." So at the end of that hour, I sent it in again, and some loads popped up. I dispatched myself off to headed down to Tulsa, Arizona right now, on a load that is only 550 miles. That picked up this morning at 11. I actually managed to pick it up at 10. It's not due until Friday morning at 9 in the morning. So I got lots of time. Kind of why I'm getting started on this now. After I did that, I actually called my DM and said, "Hey, so since you told me to do that, and now I've actually gotten the load, is there any reason I shouldn't be doing this, like as soon as I get to my drop-off point for a load?" And I said, "No, yeah, definitely sit around waiting for us to get to you." Okay, it would have been nice if someone had told me I could do this. I didn't tell her that I had already tried it out and thought it was something I wasn't supposed to do, but apparently it is something we're supposed to and allowed to do. Just my assumption is that was why I didn't know. But so now I know, and I'm hoping things are going to get better. Kind of went out of the route they planned for me on this one. Told me I had an extra 4 miles on it. Basically, instead of going from Fresno, taking 99, meeting up with the 5, taking 5 to the 215. That basically, instead of going from Fresno through LA and out the other side to Phoenix, I went from Fresno down to Bakersfield, got on the 58 at Hatchapee right now. Actually taking this over to the 14, which is right by where I live. Gonna take that down to where I live, 1/3 to 15, and then just cut out. I'm only gonna be dealing with the Anaheim side of LA, so that way I don't have to deal with all that traffic because it was just gonna be a nightmare. Yeah, so that's where I'm at. I'm going to try and keep this up pretty regularly. It's a bit easier than typing out on my phone. If anyone other than my mom does watch this, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but hit like, subscribe if you want to keep up with what's going on with me. Leave comments. Got questions, ask them. I'll do my best to answer them. And yeah, so that's me on the road again. Bye.